Namaste, welcome to Share Himo channel. And today I'll be discussing about reduced and deleted portions of Karnataka State Board Class 9th Social Science. So as we know that recently due to health emergency COVID-19, the State Board of Karnataka has reduced the portions as well as deleted certain units to facilitate the better learning as well as understanding of the concepts. So in this regard, social science also had experience with deleted portions. So it's my effort as well as a duty to make you aware about these things for which I am releasing this video. Hope this is useful for you. So let us talk about the present, the topics which have been taken out. In the chapter number 1, History, Christianity and Islam, the teachings of Islam, rituals of Islam, expansion of Islam, contribution of Islam, and the different sects in Islam, that is the divisions of Islam, these are all have been dropped. Then chapter number 2, in the Middle India and political transition, the contributions of the Sultans, the contribution of the Rajputs, and the arrival of the Turks have been reduced, means that have been taken out. The religious promoters and social reformers. So this entire chapter has been retained. There is no such changes, no reduction. In chapter number 4, Vijayanagara and the Bahmani Kingdom, achievements and the contributions of Krishnadevaraya, the cultural achievements of Bahmani Kingdom, the contributions of Vijayanagara Empire to the culture. So these are the portions or the units have been dropped because we have already learned in class 7th. So, coming to the next chapter number 5, the Mughals and the Marathas, the rise of the Maratha kingdom, Shivaji and Shivaji's administration, the success of Shivaji, that is the Peshwas. So, these are all the content has been reduced, that means they have been dropped. Bhakti Panth, the main features of Bhakti Panth, the effects of the Bhakti Panth, these are the two units that have been reduced from chapter number 6. From chapter number 7, that is Europe in the Middle Ages, effects of feudalism, the decline of feudalism, these are the two major concepts that have been taken out. In chapter number 8, the modern Europe, reasons for religious reformation and effects, industrial revolution and its effects. These two concepts have been reduced, means dropped. Chapter number 9, the last chapter of history, revolution and unification of nations, American War of Independence, the French Revolution, and the moments of unification of Germany are the three topics that have been reduced and these dropped. Moving to political science, chapter number 1 are constitution, in which the preamble of the constitution, the salient features of the Indian constitution, the fundamental rights, fundamental duties, and the directive principles of state policies have been reduced, as we have already learned this in class 7th. Moving to chapter number 2, the Union Government, the election of the President, the qualifications to become President of India, the Prime Minister and his functions and powers have been reduced. Okay. Chapter number 3, State Government. Here, the nature of the state executive, the governor, his qualification and functions. Second one, the appointment of Chief Minister and his powers and functions have been reduced. This have been dropped. Judicial system, subordinate codes, that is the revenue code, people's code, that means the Lok Adalat, these two concepts have been taken out, means dropped. Chapter number 5, the Indian election system, the concept of coalition government, then public opinion, media and democracy. These are the three concepts that have been dropped. In chapter number 7, defense of our nation or defense of the nation, recruitment to the Indian army, second line defense, the armed forces and international peace. So these three concepts that we have already studied in class 7, hence it's a repetition what the board has felt, so hence these three have been dropped. And the last chapter of political science, national integration, the factors which enable national integration, the obstacles to achieve national integration are the two concepts that have been taken out. Moving to the sociology, as we know sociology we have 4 chapters. Chapter number 1, family, here types of family and characteristics of joint family, these two have been reduced. Socialization, agencies of socialization, gender and socialization are the two concepts that have been dropped. In chapter number 3, social change, the three concepts, that is cooperation, coexistence and competition, these three have been dropped. Chapter number 4, community, in the chapter community, tribal community and its features, rural community and its characteristics features, urban community and its characteristics features, these three concepts have been dropped. Moving to geography, chapter number 1, this complete chapter, that is our state Karnataka, is completely retained. Chapter number 2, physiographic divisions of Karnataka. Again, it is completely retained. There is no changes. There are no reduced portions. Whereas chapter number 3, climate, soil, natural vegetation, and animal life. Here, the seasonal distribution of rainfall in Karnataka and its effect, types of natural vegetation, distribution of soils, the types of distribution of natural vegetation, and animal life. These three concepts have been reduced, means they have dropped. Number 4, water resource of Karnataka, the importance of hydroelectric power stations, the major dams of Karnataka, the disputes of water sharing, and importance of conserving water, that is river water. So these concepts, four concepts, have been dropped. Move the fifth chapter, land resources of Karnataka, agriculture, the major crops of Karnataka, that is food crops and commercial crops. These two concepts have been taken out, means reduced. Chapter number 6, the mineral resources. The concept of bauxite and gold, these two concepts have reduced because we are going to learn in detail in class 10th. Chapter number 7, transport. Here water transport is reduced, means they are taken out or they are dropped. Industries of Karnataka, the concept of information technology industries, that is Bengaluru. Bengaluru is India's most important information technology center, and the industrial regions of Karnataka. So these are the concepts, they have been eliminated or taken out. Chapter number 9, major tourist centers of Karnataka, in which the entire chapter, the whole chapter is deleted. I repeat, chapter 9, major tourist centers of Karnataka, the whole chapter is deleted. Chapter 10, population of Karnataka. Here the concepts like the density of population and literacy, the effects of overpopulation, and importance of populated cities. So, for important populated cities, these are the concepts that have been dropped. So, this is about your geography. Moving to the next one, economics. In economics, the chapter number 1, natural resources. Here, conservation of resources, that is the reducing our ecological footprint. What can you do to reduce your ecological footprint? So, these two concepts have been dropped. Human resources of India, demographic transition, reproductive health, and equality of population. These two concepts have been dropped. Coming to the chapter number 3, poverty and hunger, hunger and food security. Food security, that is buffer stock, public distribution system, poverty elimination programs. These three concepts have been reduced. Moving to chapter number 4, labor and employment. Employment generation programs in India, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Act, that is Manrega, as well as the gender discrimination of labor. So these three concepts are dropped. Business studies. There are 4 chapters, in which first one, business studies. Chapter number 1, management of business. Here decision making process, important elements of decision making. These two concepts have been dropped. Chapter number 2, financial management. Sources of finance to business organizations, financial institutions, and capital markets are the concepts reduced or deleted or dropped. And come to chapter number 3, accounting in business. As accounting involves more of mathematical calculations and all that you'll be learning in PU as well as in the degree, the graduation level. So hence this entire chapter is deleted. I repeat, chapter number 3 in business studies, the entire chapter is deleted. So hope this video was really helpful for you as well as informative to know about the changes in the grade 9 state board social science. So thank you and see you in the next video. Thank you all. Stay safe.